Hello, hi, welcome back. So we continue our series today talking about high productivity, how a mastermind really can help you with that. Yesterday we talked about again planning, planning out your work and things like that. And in order to plan your work, it helps you to work your plan. So today we're getting into that next phase of actually working our plan. So what does that look like, or what does that mean? So since we set up our plan, what that means is that we're going to follow what we've set ourselves to do. Again, we go month, and then we go weekly, and then we go daily. So talking about daily, when we get to the nitty gritty, which is now really at the depth or kind of the foundation of us achieving our goals, is we have to determine what are those activities that we have to do that will help us actually to accomplish the tasks that we need to do. For example, you may have a task, um, let's say along the lines of the example I gave of making the $200 a week or losing the pounds that you need to make. Going along those lines, one is when, if you want to make the 200, for example, per week, you may need to reach out to some leads that you had. You may need to reach out to clients you may have worked with before. And so what that entails, you're going to write down really a little bit more of what you need to do in order to get to those clients or get to the customer leads that you got. And then on the line, two is along the lines of working with you going to do maybe your exercises, losing your 2.5 pounds. What you do is you're going to write down the activities that will help you to be able to achieve those goals. So once you write down those activities, you need to understand what are the steps that you need to do for each. You may write down something that you need to do. One of the examples is maybe go to a gym or go for a walk. So if you're someone maybe who has a family, if you're someone who has children, you may find that you may have to work around some of the things that you may need to do to allow you to free up that time to go and do your exercises. So that is what I mean by the depth. And so what are those things that you do? One of them would be if you have kids, either you get a babysitter or you ask your spouse or any other someone in the family to help you actually stay with the kids so that you're able to take that time and go do your exercise. So that's what I mean. And then if you, for example, had reached out to clients, maybe your list is long or it's short, you say, hey, every day I'll probably go through a certain number of clients on this list, maybe 5, 10, whatever you determine. Okay. And then in addition, there may be other things, maybe you have to write a script, things like that. And then you determine that, hey, how can I do this? Okay, so that is what we need to work at. We need to really write down those activities. We need to go deeper, really name out each thing. Because one thing I've found that if you don't write down the actual steps that you need to do in order to achieve that result or the activity result in this case, is we get stuck and then it's all in our heads and we don't know where to start because it feels overwhelming. But when we write it down, actually, like on paper, and say, hey, these are things I need to do to move around, and then it becomes easier. Another thing I'm going to talk about today is actually asking for help. If you find that you may not be able to do all of the things or some of the things, one of the things that we all need to learn is to ask for help. Ask someone to help you or delegate something. In the case of, reaching out to our clients, which I gave, which is goes along the $200 that you may need to make in a week, you may find that maybe you have someone who can help you write the script if you don't know how to do it very well. If you can't do it yourself, great. But there could be some other aspect that maybe you don't enjoy as much, or it's not your superpower, that you can ask someone else to help you. So delegate that out, okay? And then for as far as, going and doing some exercise or going to the gym or going out for a walk, again, it goes back to that. You could do two things. You can go with your family, all of you, but if it's time that you need to yourself or it's just you who needs to go, you can again ask your family to help you to move things around, or even yourself, you can prioritize and say, in this case, for the exercises, maybe you do some tasks a bit earlier that will free up that time for you to go. Okay. If you have to leave work, for example, because you're coming from work to go to the gym, maybe you do your work a bit quicker, or you can work with your coworkers and ask them to help you with some tasks that may need to be done. Or if it's something that will make you stay a bit later, let's say after 5, you can postpone it to the next morning. You tell yourself you'll wake up very early and do that. Okay. So right now, as you're working, the theme is really, one is asking for help. 2 is delegating the things that you may not be a superpower as best as you can. Sometimes we're not able to, but if you can't, do that. And 3 really is working around our schedules to free up time that will allow us to do the things that we need to do to get us the goals that we want to get. Okay, so that's the theme of working our plan. Excuse me. So again, I do hope that this is very helpful. One of the things that I've found is when we ask for help, when we delegate, when we move around our schedule, it helps us to achieve our goals even quicker. Okay, so those are the things. So I hope you get something out of this. I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope that you come back again for our series. And I hope that you're implementing this. Don't forget to implement this. And if you need even more help, click on the link below and you'll be able to join my mastermind. I hope this is helpful. Should you have any questions, feel free to comment and I'll answer your questions. Or you can also send an email you can send me an email, which will be also in the notes for the video. Again, thank you so much. My name is Rachel Kaiser, and I'm a business coach and also productivity coach, mastermind facilitator, and I hope that you join me again. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.